Explain the role that your sister's boyfriend played in you getting involved in skateboarding in the first place.
Well, I think I looked up to old Jason Hayes so much, right? And he was just a cool dude.
What's his name? You got to give him a shout out.
Jason Hayes, the great Jason Hayes. But he showed up one day to school and he had 4 bandanas on his right leg, 4 on his left, 4 on each arm, and 2 spiked belts across the waist and chest. And I was like, coolest dude I've ever seen, right? And he just started skating. And I was like, man, like he moved up and out of my school, and I took over the legacy of the 16 bandana game and bought my first skateboard from him, and he was the leader of the skate crew, the Street Rats, and they wouldn't let me in the Street Rats even though I had gotten so good so quick, so I had to form my own crew, and that was the Wild Grinders. And that was, I remember looking in my mirror in my bedroom, and I had a One Wild and Crazy Guy sticker on my mirror, and I was like, Wild Grinders, all right, that's me. At 11 years old, that's when I became a Wild Grinder.
And how much time would you spend while in school thinking about tricks you wanted to do?
Man, I don't know. Have you ever read the book Outliers?
A little bit of it.
Well, fundamentally it's hard work alone, and a lot of chance has to lead towards finding great success, and to me it was like the idea of calling the skate shop that had a ramp and being like, yo, if I get 10 people to show up there, can I skate for free? Like, who does that, right? And which leads to like you going there and then them being like, you're amazing, like, and then giving you all access, so you would go after school every day and get better and better, and then you're and so swiftly and quickly you decided at all costs you were going to be a professional skateboarder and nothing else, so instantaneously that it was nothing else mattered to that point.
So you were pretty driven and ambitious growing up.
100%, like not even like eyes on the prize. Like
by what age?
I was 11.
By 11 you were,
yeah.
Okay.
Eyes on the prize, like threatening my mom with like, I'm moving to Cali the day I turned 14, right? I think that was it or something.
When you moved out of the house at like 16 years old, didn't you? While still in high school.
Yeah, but no, it was right after I had just stopped going to school.
Okay.
And she probably remembers it like that, because she literally, I literally moved.
You broke your mom's heart.
I literally moved a mile away, and it was like screaming, crying, and blaming my dad. How could you let him do this? How could you let him do this? And it's like, what? I'm like moving, and then,
How tough was it on your parents when 13, 14, 15 years old, you're traveling all around skating?
I mean, they may have said something different, but I don't think it was whatsoever. I think it's, God bless them for giving the trust to these guys that I went all those places with, that they trusted them enough that they would keep me safe and taking me all over the country, so it was cool.
After your junior year of high school, you're a half a credit short of graduating. You easily finished that last half a credit up. You graduate school a year early to go from Ohio to California to pursue your skateboarding dream. What was that conversation like with your parents and the principal, trying to convince them this is really what you should do?
Well, this is one of those situations in my life. I like to call it the gift and the curse, where I have this sporadic memory, right? So I don't really hang on to anything negative. That's the gift side. But I also forget a lot of interesting things. One of which is the story of me sitting down with my parents at school, with the principal and guidance counselor, and convincing them that I'm no longer going to school, which I don't remember not even one bit of. But it's like funny to me, like the idea of me sitting there and like, I don't know how this group of people I don't know how I sold them and they all approved it. Like, you're a 16-year-old kid, you shouldn't be able to talk your way out of going to school anymore. It's like so bizarre to me, but in fact, it worked. My mom says that everybody tried to tell you, but it's like, okay, I get it. Everybody's trying to tell me you're my parents. Like, you have authority to say, no, you have to.
For more clips from this interview, visit GrahamBensinger.com.